Hi guys, it's Twin, and this is my single serve cinnamon roll recipe. It's so fun making your own mini dessert, and the cinnamon roll itself is so soft and warm and fluffy and comforting. Like, look at how soft the dough is. And it's just really fun to make if you don't feel like having 12 leftover cinnamon rolls. So here's how you make it. First, you're going to start off with your milk. I like popping it into the microwave for a few seconds. Then you're going to add in a tiny bit of your sugar and then your yeast. Mix it all up and wait for it to get nice and fluffy and frothy. Also, I'm sick right now, which is why I sound like this. After a few minutes, your yeast should be nice and fluffy and frothy. That's how you know it's alive. Then we have our butter, and we're gonna add in a little bit of vegetable oil. And this is just to keep it really moist and soft and fluffy. Next, we have our dry ingredients, which is about half a cup of all-purpose flour. I'm going to write the full entire recipe on my blog. And then the rest of our sugar and a little special ingredient, which is dried milk powder. You don't need this if you don't have it, but I like the taste that it gives. A little bit of salt, and then you're going to mix that up. Next, you're going to get your fluffy yeast and then dump that in along with your butter and oil mixture. Then I'll add in a little bit of yogurt, but this is optional, and I'll write down the measurements in the recipe for the batter without yogurt if that's not what you have on hand. But this is one of the reasons why I love small batch recipes or like single serve recipes, is you get to experiment and play around with so many different flavors and variations of it, so you can really understand which one is your favorite version of something. Afterwards, you're just going to get a spatula or a spoon, whatever you have on hand, mix it all up until it's one nice dough ball. And you don't even need to knead it, I just like doing it so it's in a nice circular shape. And then you're just going to get a clean bowl, pop it in there, covered with plastic wrap, and let it chill in a warm place for around 30 minutes or until it's about doubled in size. Alright, in the meantime, we're gonna get started on the filling, which is just brown sugar, softened butter, and a lot of cinnamon. Then I also like to add in vanilla extract and a pinch of salt. Afterwards, our dough is doubled in size and it's time to roll it out. A tip so that you know your dough is done proofing is to poke it gently, and if it springs back slowly like this, then you know you're done. I always like to shape my dough before rolling it out just so it's easier to get the shape that I want, which is a rectangle. But look at how cute my rolling pin is. I got it from Amazon, but I'll link everything down in the description below. After our dough is nice and rectangular, we're going to move on to our filling, and you're just going to want to spread that out so it's as even and smooth as possible. Afterwards, I'm going to dust on even more cinnamon, and I think this is a secret to those store-bought fresh cinnamon rolls is extra cinnamon. I went ahead and sprinkled on some more brown sugar. Looking back, I'm not sure why I did this because I already had enough sugar, but do whatever your heart desires. Then I'm going to get my knife and cut my dough in half. And I'll show you why in a second. Then you're going to begin rolling on one side of it, and then you're going to pick it up and continue rolling it onto the other side. This part is a little messy, but just remember to roll as evenly as you can so that you have a nice and beautiful cinnamon roll. Ta-da! She's perfect! Then I like to put her in my mini Le Creuset, or if you have a ramekin, that'd be perfect too. You're just going to want to cover her up again and leave her in a warm place to rise for another around half an hour until she's doubled in size. Look at how soft and fluffy the dough looks. Beautiful! Another tip is to pour some heavy cream over the dough to keep it nice and moist in the oven. Then we're just going to do a very simple cream cheese frosting. For the cream cheese itself, I like popping it into the microwave for a few seconds just to soften it up because I'm lazy. Then I'll add in some powdered sugar, vanilla extract, salt, and finish it off with a little bit of heavy cream. Now, look at how beautiful and perfect she came out. Your very own mini cinnamon roll. Then you're going to want to add on your cream cheese while she's still warm to get that really nice, gooey, melty effect. And that's it. That's my fluffy single-serve cinnamon roll recipe. The full written recipe will be on my blog, lifewithtwin.com. Let me know if you guys like this. Let me know if you make it. Tag me on Instagram if you do. And let me know what other recipes you want, whether it's like small batch or anything else you're craving. And that's it. Thank you for watching and see you next week.